Stop. Before you spend another penny, you need to hear this. Some wheat pennies are worth up to $300,000, and people lose them every single day without knowing it. These are not ordinary coins. They became valuable because of extreme mint mistakes, tiny survival numbers, and insane collector demand. One wheat penny exists because it was struck when it never should have been. Only a few survived, and when one appears at auction, collectors fight aggressively, pushing prices into six-figure territory. Another wheat penny looks normal until you see the design is wrong. Letters appear doubled, details look distorted, and that single error can turn pocket change into life-changing money. The third wheat penny is valuable simply because almost none exist today. Time destroyed most of them, and now even one example can shatter auction records. These wheat pennies still hide in jars, rolls, and collections across the United States. Never spend a wheat penny without checking it. The smallest coin you own could be worth $300,000. Coin number 1 stops scrolling right now, because what you are about to hear could completely change how you look at old pennies forever. That tiny, dirty, forgotten coin sitting in your pocket, drawer, or piggy bank could be hiding real value, real history, and real collector demand. Today we're exposing the shocking truth about the 1946 1-cent wheat penny from the United States, a coin millions of people ignore, spend, or throw away without realizing what they might be losing. Most people think wheat pennies are old, boring, and worthless. That belief is exactly why valuable coins slip through hands every single day. The 1946 wheat penny is not just another old cent. It was born at a critical moment in American history, right after World War II ended, when the United States was rebuilding, expanding, and redefining itself. This coin carries that moment in metal, and collectors know it. The 1946 wheat penny features Abraham Lincoln on the front, a design that had already become iconic by the mid-1940s. But don't be fooled by familiarity. Look closely at Lincoln's face, his jawline, his coat, and his hair. These details are where value hides. Weak details mean circulation. Sharp, bold details mean the coin survived untouched, and that is where prices start climbing fast. Flip the coin over, and you'll see the legendary wheat ears framing the words 1 cent and United States of America. This wheat design represents American strength, food security, and survival, especially powerful symbolism right after a global war. The wheat penny design ended in 1958, which means every wheat cent is already a piece of lost American coinage history. The 1946 issue sits right in the middle of that legendary era. Now here's where things get serious. The 1946 wheat penny was struck at 3 different mints, and this is where most people make their biggest mistake. They never check the mint mark. No mint mark means Philadelphia. A small d means Denver. A tiny s means San Francisco. That single letter can be the difference between a penny and a collectible. Philadelphia produced an insane number of 1946 wheat pennies, nearly 1 billion coins. Because of that, circulated examples are everywhere. But here's the trap. High-grade examples are not common at all. Most were used, damaged, and destroyed over time. If you find a clean, sharp, glossy 1946 penny with no wear, collectors want it, and they will pay for it. The Denver Mint tells a different story. The 1946 D wheat penny had a much lower output, and Denver strikes from this era are known for weak details. That means a strong, well-defined 1946. D penny is automatically more desirable. When collectors see full wheat lines and sharp Lincoln details on a Denver coin, their interest spikes immediately. Now, let's talk about the San Francisco Mint, because this is where things get aggressive. The 1946 S wheat penny is notorious for soft strikes. That makes high-quality examples extremely difficult to find today. If you own a sharply struck 1946 S wheat penny with clean surfaces and strong detail, you're holding something far more special than most people realize. The metal composition of the 1946 wheat penny is another key factor. After the chaos of wartime metal shortages, the mint returned to a copper-based alloy. This coin is made of 95% copper, giving it that rich color collectors love. But color alone can explode the value. Red examples are the most aggressive performers in the market. Red-brown coins follow closely behind. Dark brown coins are common, but even they can surprise you in high condition. Here's the brutal truth most people don't want to hear. Condition is everything. A worn 1946 wheat penny is common. A clean, untouched, blazing example is not. Coins with full mint luster, know we're on Lincoln's cheek, sharp coat lines, and bold wheat ears are hunted by collectors worldwide. These are not coins people casually sell. These are coins people fight over. Now let's talk about mint errors, because this is where things get crazy. The 1946 wheat penny can show doubled lettering, misaligned strikes, clipped edges, and other production mistakes. Most people never look closely enough to notice them. A real error can multiply the value instantly. That is why serious collectors inspect every single wheat penny under magnification. Double features on the date, the word liberty, or the motto are especially important. Strong doubling is not damage. It's a minting mistake, and collectors love mistakes. They are rare, unpredictable, and impossible to recreate. If you find one, you don't just have a penny. You have leverage. The historical timing of the 1946 wheat penny adds another layer of demand. This coin circulated during the early post-war boom, when America shifted into growth mode. Homes were built, industries exploded, and the modern American economy was taking shape. Millions of these pennies passed through the hands of workers, soldiers, and families rebuilding their lives. Wheat pennies are exploding in popularity because they are one of the last affordable entry points into serious U.S. coin collecting. New collectors are flooding the market, and guess what they want first? Lincoln wheat cents. That demand pushes prices higher, especially for clean, original examples that haven't been destroyed by cleaning or damage. And let me make this very clear. Cleaning a 1946 wheat penny is one of the worst mistakes you can make. It destroys originality, kills collector interest, and wipes out value instantly. Natural surfaces, even with age, are far more valuable than shiny damage. If you have old jars of pennies, inherited coins, or rolls tucked away, you need to slow down and look again. Check the date. Check the mint mark. Check the details. One overlooked coin can outperform dozens of modern coins that people think are valuable. The 1946 wheat penny proves something powerful. Age alone doesn't create value. Survival does. Coins that escape circulation, damage, and cleaning are the winners, and collectors know it. As time passes, fewer of these coins remain in top condition, and demand keeps rising. This is why wheat pennies are no longer just beginner coins. They are strategic collectibles. The 1946 issue stands at a perfect crossroads of history, availability, and demand. It's old enough to matter, common enough to find, and rare enough in high quality to be exciting. So before you dismiss another old penny, ask yourself this. What if the coin you're ignoring today becomes the one everyone wants tomorrow? What if value is hiding in plain sight, just waiting for someone who actually knows what to look for? The 1946 1-cent wheat penny is not junk. It is not boring. It is not worthless. It is a survivor from a turning point in American history. And for collectors who understand condition, mint marks, and originality, it is a coin worth hunting. If you want more hard-hitting coin truths, hidden value alerts, and real collectible knowledge that most people never hear, stay locked in, because the next coin you overlook could be the one you regret spending forever. Collision fire. Coin number 2, the 1947 1-cent wheat penny from the United States, is one of those coins that most people overlook, but holds incredible historical significance and collectible value. Often forgotten in jars, drawers, or collections, this coin carries with the story of post-World War II America, and today we are going to explore why the 1947 wheat penny deserves attention from both beginner and serious collectors alike. The wheat penny, also known as the Lincoln wheat cent, was first introduced in 1909 to honor Abraham Lincoln's 100th birthday. By 1947, the wheat penny was a well-established and iconic piece of American coinage, circulating widely across the country. This coin is particularly significant because it represents the post-war era, a time when the United States was transitioning from wartime production back to a peacetime economy. For collectors, it is not just a penny. It is a piece of history, a tangible reminder of a pivotal moment in America. On the obverse, The 1947 wheat penny features the classic portrait of Abraham Lincoln designed by Victor David Brenner. Lincoln's profile faces right, with the word liberty to the left and the date 1947 to the right. Above Lincoln's head is the motto, "In God We Trust," which had appeared on U.S. coins since 1864 and was an important emblem of American values. The design had been unchanged for decades, but variations in strike quality, detail, and preservation make each coin unique. The reverse side of the 1947 wheat penny shows the iconic wheat ears, framing the denomination 1 cent, and United States of America, with the motto E pluribus unum above. The wheat ears symbolize prosperity, agriculture, and the strength of the American economy, a message especially resonant in the post-war era. Collectors often refer to this design simply as the wheat penny, and it remained in production until 1958. The 1947 wheat penny was struck at 3 different U.S. mint facilities, each producing coins with subtle differences that can affect their value. Coins with no mint mark were produced in Philadelphia, while coins bearing a D came from the Denver Mint, and coins with an S were struck in San Francisco. Each mint had different production numbers and strike characteristics, and collectors pay close attention to these details when evaluating a coin. Philadelphia produced the highest number of 1947 wheat pennies, making these coins more common. However, high-grade Philadelphia coins with sharp details, strong luster, and minimal work can still be highly desirable. Circulated examples are typically worth only a small premium over face value, but uncirculated examples can command significantly higher prices due to their rarity and condition. The 1947 D wheat penny from the Denver Mint is less common than its Philadelphia counterpart. Many Denver coins from this era were struck with slightly weaker details, especially in the wheat ears and Lincoln's hair. Coins with clear, sharp details from the Denver Mint are therefore more collectible and can carry a premium in the marketplace. The 1947 S wheat penny from the San Francisco Mint is particularly interesting for collectors. San Francisco coins often had softer strikes, and high-quality examples are relatively rare today. A 1947 S wheat penny with strong detail, bright surfaces, and minimal wear is considered highly desirable and can be a centerpiece of a wheat penny collection. Composition is another important factor for the 1947 wheat penny. After experimenting with steel cents during the war in 1943, the U.S. Mint returned to a copper-based alloy. The 1947 wheat penny is composed of 95% copper and 5% zinc, giving it the classic reddish-brown color. Over time, the coin may develop natural toning, ranging from red to red-brown or brown, depending on storage and circulation. Collectors often categorize coins by color, with red examples being the most valuable, red-brown coins next, and brown coins generally more common. Condition is critical when it comes to value. Circulated 1947 wheat pennies will show were on Lincoln's cheek, jaw, coat, and the wheat ears. These coins are common and usually worth only slightly more than face value. However, uncirculated coins that retain their original mint luster, sharp details, and minimal marks are much more valuable. Coins that escape circulation are increasingly scarce, making them a key target for collectors. Errors and varieties also add value and excitement for collectors. Some 1947 wheat pennies show double dies, off-center strikes, clipped planchets, or other mint errors. Even minor errors can increase a coin's value significantly, while strong errors, such as noticeable doubling on the date or lettering, can make the coin extremely desirable. Collectors often use magnification to examine these details carefully, as even small features can dramatically affect value. The historical significance of the 1947 wheat penny also plays a major role in its appeal. Produced during the early post-war period, this coin circulated during a time when the United States was expanding rapidly. Soldiers returned home, industries shifted back to civilian production, and the economy grew quickly. Owning a 1947 wheat penny is like holding a small piece of that transformative era in American history. Many collectors find wheat pennies appealing because they are affordable entry points into serious coin collecting. Unlike gold coins or silver dollars, wheat pennies are accessible, yet they offer enough variety, challenge, and historical significance to keep even advanced collectors interested. The 1947 wheat penny, with its mint mark variations, color differences, and potential errors, remains a strong collectible. Storage and handling are also critical. Coins should be kept in a dry, stable environment and handled by the edges only. Cleaning is strongly discouraged, as it can damage the surface and drastically reduce value. Original, untouched coins with natural toning are far more desirable than polished or altered examples. The market for 1947 wheat pennies remains strong due to a combination of history, scarcity in high grades, and collector demand. As fewer pristine examples survive, prices for top-quality coins continue to rise. Denver and San Francisco coins, in particular, are actively sought after by collectors looking to complete their wheat penny sets. Even common coins can surprise you if they are in exceptional condition or show unusual features. That's why it is so important to carefully examine any 1947 wheat penny you might find in circulation, old collections, or inherited coins. Look for mint marks, inspect details, check the wheat ears, and pay attention to color and luster. Any small difference can have a significant impact on value. The 1947 1-cent wheat penny is more than just a small coin. It is a survivor from important time in U.S. history, a symbol of post-war recovery, and a collectible with real monetary and historical significance. Whether you are a beginner or an experienced collector, the 1947 wheat penny deserves your attention. Coin number 3, and we will explore if you're a serious coin collector or just starting out. This video is your ultimate guide to understanding, identifying, and even investing in the 1948 Lincoln wheat cent, a coin that's not only rich in history, but also holds incredible value potential. The 1948 Lincoln wheat penny is part of the iconic wheat cent series, first introduced in 1909 to honor Abraham Lincoln's 100th birthday. These coins featured classic wheat ears on the reverse side and have been treasured by collectors for over a century. But what makes the 1948 penny special? Well, for starters, this coin was minted shortly after World War II, in a time when the United States was experiencing major economic changes. Coins from this era reflect the craftsmanship of a U.S. mint, and they carry historical significance beyond their face value. When examining a 1948 wheat penny, there are several key factors that collectors look for. First is the mint mark. These coins are produced in 3 mints: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. The Philadelphia mint coins carry no mint mark. Denver coins have a small D, and San Francisco coins are marked with an S. Each mint has its own rarity levels and collector interest. For example, the 1948 D. Lincoln wheat penny is often more sought after in higher grades due to lower circulation numbers, while the 1948 S can command higher prices in uncirculated condition. Next, the condition or grade of the coin is critical. Coins are graded from good to mint state, with subcategories like MS-60, MS-63, and MS-65. A 1948 wheat penny in circulated condition might be worth just a few cents above face value, but an uncirculated MS-65 example could fetch hundreds of dollars among collectors. Even small details, like the sharpness of Lincoln's profile or the clarity of the wheat ears, can dramatically affect value. Another important factor is varieties and errors. Many collectors are on the lookout for double dies, off-center strikes, or other minting anomalies that can make a 1948 penny extraordinarily rare. For example, certain 1948 pennies may show doubling on the date or the word Liberty, which can instantly increase collector interest. If you own a 1948 wheat penny, it's always a good idea to examine it closely with a magnifying glass or loupe to check for these subtle but valuable details. The metal composition of the 1948 penny also adds to its significance. These coins were made primarily of copper, which gives them that classic reddish-brown patina over time. Collectors often value the color and toning as much as the coin's rarity. A beautifully toned 1948 Lincoln wheat penny can command a premium price at auctions or in private sales. Now, let's talk about market value. While most 1948 pennies are fairly common, the right coin in excellent condition can be surprisingly valuable. The average circulated 1948 wheat penny might sell for 5 to 20 cents, but uncirculated coins from Denver or San Francisco mints, particularly with exceptional luster and eye appeal, can reach several $100s. Rare varieties, mint errors, or coins with outstanding toning can go even higher, making this coin a smart addition to any collection. For collectors looking to buy or sell a 1948 Lincoln wheat penny, authentication is key. Professional grading services can certify the coin's grade, which helps establish its market value. Always check for authenticity, especially if the coin appears to have unusual features or is offered at an unusually low price. Scams and counterfeit coins are rare, but they do exist, so vigilance is essential. When storing your wheat pennies, consider using acid-free holders, coin flips, or capsules to preserve their condition. Avoid cleaning your coins, as improper cleaning can reduce value drastically. Natural toning and original surfaces are always preferred by collectors and graders. The 1948 wheat penny also has an incredible historical and educational value. Every time you hold this coin, you're holding a piece of post-war America, a time when Lincoln's legacy was still a central symbol of unity and freedom. Coins like these connect us to the past and remind us of the enduring craftsmanship and history behind even the smallest pieces of currency. For coin enthusiasts, the 1948 Lincoln wheat penny is a perfect mix of accessibility and collectability. It's affordable enough for new collectors to start building a set, yet rare and intriguing enough for seasoned collectors to add depth to their collection. Whether you're hunting for circulated pennies to complete a collection or seeking high-grade specimens for investment, the 1948 wheat penny offers a little something for everyone. Collectors also love tracking population reports from grading services to see how many coins have been graded at different levels. A coin with low population numbers and higher grades can be more valuable, and that's why keeping an eye on grading trends is important if you're serious about collecting 1948 wheat pennies. In conclusion, the 1948 Lincoln wheat penny is more than just a coin. It's a collectible that embodies American history, craftsmanship, and the thrill of discovery. From its mint marks and condition to its potential errors and market value, this penny offers endless fascination for collectors. If you're looking to start or expand your coin collection, the 1948 wheat penny is a must-have. So, if you're a coin enthusiast, don't overlook the 1948 Lincoln wheat penny. Examine it carefully. Look for those mint marks, assess its condition, and consider its place in history. With a little research and attention to detail, this humble penny could become a valuable gem in your collection. Thank you for joining me on this journey through one of America's most iconic coins. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss another deep dive into rare coins, penny collecting, and hidden treasures. Remember, each coin has a story, and the 1948 wheat penny has one worth discovering. Keep collecting, keep learning, and treasure the history in your hands.